Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. Haven't seen you guys in so long. I know that a lot of you have started back at school now and you're in different years. You're all getting older. Yeah, I hope that it's not too stressful and not too different and you still get to play with your friends with all that's been going on. So I'm not sure if you guys have been aware, but we are starting a new series of important Bible characters in the Old Testament. And today we're going to be looking at Moses and who he was. Today we're going to start off with his first moments or his first mentions in the Bible so that we can get used to it, and then you guys are old enough now to do some of your own reading and find out what else he does. So I've got a quick video for us to watch about the birth of Moses.
The Faithful Hall of Fame, Moses. This is Moses.
Hey-o.
Moses was a descendant of Joseph's brother Levi.
Hey.
Joseph and his brothers had many children and grandchildren who lived happily in Egypt. Eventually, a new pharaoh came to power who knew nothing of Joseph or what he had done. This pharaoh feared the Israelites because there was a great number of them living in Egypt, so he wanted to put a stop to their prosperity. Pharaoh made the Israelites slaves. He made them work long, hard hours building up Egyptian cities. But his plan didn't work, and the Israelites grew more in number and in strength.
Eek.
So Pharaoh made a rule that no Israelite boy would be allowed to live in Egypt. This is where Moses' story begins. You see, when Moses was born, his mother saw that he was a special baby, and she kept him hidden for 3 months. But when she could no longer keep him a secret, she made a basket and put him in the Nile River among the reeds. Moses' sister stayed to watch what would happen to her baby brother, and soon the Pharaoh's daughter came to the edge of the river. When she saw the basket, she sent her servant to get it. When she saw the baby, she felt sorry for him, thinking he must be an Israelite baby who wasn't supposed to live.
Excuse me.
Then Moses' sister asked the princess if she would like her to find an Israelite woman to take care of the baby. So Moses' sister went and got her mother. Moses' own mother took care of him until he was old enough to live in the Pharaoh's house, where the princess adopted him as her son. And so, Moses, an Israelite boy who wasn't supposed to live, became the adopted grandson of the Pharaoh and lived in the palace as God prepared him for a great destiny that was only just starting to unfold.
Hopefully you enjoyed that little illustration of a little bit of what Moses' birth was like. So I think now we're going to just go through and talk about the video and what happened. So there was quite a few themes in that video. So a couple that we saw were jealousy and fear and the love that Moses' mother had for him. Firstly, let's talk about the theme of jealousy. Who do you think was jealous in the video that we just saw? Take a minute to just jot down some ideas. So in the video we saw that Joseph was looking after all the people, all the Israelites and the Egyptians. And then a new pharaoh comes into power, so they have a new king essentially. And this new king, he looks at the crowd and he sees a lot of people that are one type, which were the Israelites. And because of this, he felt threatened. He felt like they could overpower him and maybe try to come into control. From this fear, he decides that he needs to enslave all of them so that they are under his power and won't even try to come above him or to challenge him or anything like that. So he starts to treat them really badly and makes them become his slaves. However, his mastermind plan doesn't work, and the Israelites keep growing and growing in number and becoming more and more powerful. So then Pharaoh decides, why don't we just kill all the Israelite boys? That way they won't even be able to become a next generation. So now would be a good time to look at how this jealousy within the Pharaoh made him basically commit lots and lots of murder of innocent little boys that hadn't done anything wrong, only because he felt that he was going to be threatened or he was going to lose the power and control that he had in the first place. When we're thinking about us and our day-to-day lives, how do you think that we could be less like the Pharaoh who tries to do anything that they can just to get what they want? Have you thought of any ideas? At school, when we play with our friends, we might take it in turns to play nicely and share games and equipment. Another theme that was within the video was that of fear. Imagine all these mothers that were scared that their baby would be killed just because it was a boy when the Pharaoh was going on this whole baby chase for all the little boys in Egypt. Can you imagine how upset and distraught they were? But luckily, Moses' mum notices something special in Moses' life will come to be. Not even a really, really scary Pharaoh who's trying to kill all of mankind will ever stop his plan from coming through. And lastly, the theme is of a mother's love. So everyone knows that their mums love them. No one here on earth is put here by an accident. We all have a purpose and we all have a reason that we're here. In the Bible it says that before we were even outside of the womb, when God was knitting us within the womb, he knew that the plans he had for us. So just like Moses, we are all destined for something special, and we all need to find out what our gifts and talents are so that we can serve others. Moses does a lot more than just cruise down the river in his little basket boat when he's a baby. He also is one of the first to actually witness Jesus in the Old Testament. When he shows himself as a burning bush, he also is the one to receive the 10 Commandments. He also sets the Israelites free from the Egyptians so that they can have the promised land that God promised Abraham for his descendants, just to name a few. But yeah, so I want you guys to do a little bit of reading by yourselves during the week if you can, or maybe right after this service. You'll find most of the stories about Moses within Exodus, which is in the Old Testament. Maybe if you're feeling really creative, you can write or draw. You can draw me a storyboard of all the amazing things that Moses does, and I would love to see them, so you could just hold on to them until we get to see each other again, hey? So just to finish off, let's end with a prayer. Okay. Dear God, thank you for this day. Thank you that we are able to join with each other, even though it still is on screens. Thank you that we are always one Sunday closer to finally being with each other again. I pray that all the children here have a really fun time at school and that they enjoy learning again and being with friends after having such a long break. I pray that they're all settling well into their new years and their new classes, and they're not finding the work hard, and if they are, that they know that you're an all-knowing Father and that you will help them through any troubles and doubts that they might have. I pray that they realise that we all have a purpose just like Moses did, that even through the storms you are always with us, and that you always have bigger plans than we can ever imagine for our lives, Father Lord. In Jesus' mighty name I pray, amen. Thanks guys, I'll see you next time. Bye.